Do nothing out of selfish ambition or vain conceit, but in humility view others as more valuable, more important than yourselves. Do not merely look out for your own interests, but also be looking out for the interests of others. This is an instruction given to the Philippian church in the first century by a man named Paul, and this is a game-changing, family-altering, community-saving life attribute that if we could figure out how to get this instruction right, so many things in our lives would be better. So many things would improve. Our marriages would improve, our home life would improve, our churches would improve, and I think our communities at their heart would be improved if just the people who claim to follow Jesus took this instruction seriously to do nothing, be motivated not by selfish ambition, which we talked about yesterday, is this idea that we elevate ourselves or try to improve things for our own gain. It's kind of related to greed. Greed in the Bible is defined as the belief that everything I have is all for me. And so when we do stuff out of selfish ambition, we take our God-given ambition and we turn it inwards and we just want to improve things for ourselves. So what is vain conceit? Do nothing out of selfish ambition or vain conceit. Well, you can translate that statement from the Greek several different ways. You can translate it excessive pride or self-esteem that has no foundation in reality. I think that's a great definition. Self-esteem that has no foundation in reality. It is an elevated and incorrect view of self. And when Paul uses that Greek phrase, he's saying, let the actions that you choose not be motivated by a baseless, a foundationless view of yourself. And this is something that we come from the factory hardwired with, a foundation that is pretty much useless when it comes to our own self-worth, because what we do as human beings is assume that either we are the most important person in the universe, obviously, everywhere I go, there I am, life is a movie starring me, or two, I'm just nothing, I'm nobody, I'm worthless, I'm a terrible human being. And neither one of those things is correct. We have to learn to view ourselves in the eyes of God. God values us more than anything in the universe. We are given infinite value in the eyes of God. However, that does not give us the right to have a baseless view that we are the center of the universe, because we are not. And the way we do things is not the only way to do things. There are other ways, and the way we walk and talk and believe and dress and behave, they're not the only way, they're just a way. And the more I read Paul, the more I'm just convicted and convinced that there's just a great degree of humility required to follow Jesus, and a great degree of looking out of your own ideas and your own opinions and your own way of doing things and saying, my way is just a way. And thank God there's a diversity of ways, because if everyone was like me, that would be a boring place to live. And if everyone was exactly like you, you wouldn't like it as much as you think. So we are instructed, let your motivation, let your actions and your behaviors, the way you treat people, the way you talk today, the way you do your work, the way you treat your spouse and your children, let all of those things be motivated not by selfish ambition or by this vain conceit, this empty arrogance that we are so prone to give into. So let us be people who take that seriously, because it's a game changer to do nothing out of vain conceit. I hope you can give it a try today. See you later.